Bluey has taken the world by storm, becoming the children's show that even adults can't stop watching. But what if the Healer family is hiding a massive secret? Today, I'll reveal compelling evidence that Bluey might have had a secret twin all along. By the end, you'll see the shocking moment in the surprise episode that changes everything we thought we knew about this beloved blue Healer pup. Let's start with what we know for certain. The Healer family consists of Dad Bandit, Mom Chili, and their 2 daughters, 6-year-old Bluey and 4-year-old Bingo. This core family unit has formed the heart of the show since it premiered in Australia on October 1st, 2018. What makes this theory particularly intriguing is how well it aligns with Bluey's established themes of family complexity and emotional depth. The show has never shied away from sophisticated storytelling, from Chili's part-time work, balancing career and parenting, to episodes addressing jealousy, loss, and growing up. A secret twin would be the ultimate expression of the show's commitment to portraying family life in all its beautiful, messy complexity. But what if this seemingly complete family portrait has been missing a crucial piece all along? Fans have been speculating about the possibility of the Healers welcoming a 3rd child for years. We've seen hints in episodes like The Show, where some believe a popped balloon during Bingo and Bluey's reenactment of Chili's pregnancy suggests a previous miscarriage, potentially making Bluey a rainbow baby, a child born after pregnancy loss. But the secret twin theory takes things in an entirely different direction. Instead of looking forward to a potential new addition, it suggests that a twin has been there from the beginning, either separated at birth, living with other relatives, or somehow kept separate from the family we've come to know and love. At first glance, this might seem far-fetched. After all, wouldn't Bluey mention having a twin? Not necessarily, and that's where things get interesting. In the Australian children's literature classic The Magic Pudding, there's a character with a secret twin who was raised separately. This beloved story would certainly be known to Joe Brome, Bluey's creator, and the show has already demonstrated its love for weaving Australian cultural references into its storytelling fabric. However, the real evidence for this theory comes from careful analysis of several key episodes, starting with camping. In Camping, Bluey meets Jean-Luc, a French-speaking Labrador, and forms a connection that transcends their language barrier. They play together for days before Jean-Luc suddenly leaves. The episode then skips forward to Bluey as a young adult, reuniting with Jean-Luc in the same camping spot years later. The creators of Bluey are known for their meticulous attention to detail and layered storytelling. Nothing in this show happens by accident, from the specific games the Healer family plays to the background elements in each scene. This dedication to meaningful detail is precisely why fans believe these potential twin clues aren't just animation inconsistencies, but deliberate breadcrumbs leading to a major revelation. This flash forward is significant because it's our first glimpse of Bluey's future. However, keen-eyed viewers notice something peculiar in this scene. Bluey seems to have slightly different markings from her younger self. Could this actually be Bluey's twin, who Jean-Luc mistakenly named Bluey? The Daddy Drop-Off episode provides more potential evidence. When Bandit drops Bluey at school, later we see pictures of a few students with the teacher. There is one student who has a bit darker skin tone, but looks similar to Bluey. The animators are notoriously detailed, making it unlikely this would be a simple animation error. Then there's Asparagus, where Bluey turns everyone into a specific character, and then they start playing. During one of her sequences, we can see clearly that there is a drawing of a kid right beside the fridge on the wall that seems like a kid. It might be his twin or just a mere drawing. All of these subtle moments could be laying the groundwork for a major revelation about Bluey having a secret twin that has been carefully set up since the beginning of the series. So, how could Bluey have a twin that we've never properly met? There are several possibilities that would fit with the show's established world. Australian culture places significant value on family connections and understanding one's roots. A storyline about separated twins would resonate deeply with these cultural themes while allowing the show to explore complex emotions around belonging and identity. It would also provide a perfect opportunity to showcase the resilience of children when facing major life changes, another recurring theme throughout Bluey's episodes. The first and most straightforward theory is that Bluey has an identical twin who, for medical reasons, needed specialized care from birth and has been living with relatives, possibly with Aunt Brandy. This would explain why Brandy and Chili have had a strained relationship, as hinted at in the emotional episode Onesies. It would also explain why Brandy doesn't have children of her own. She's been raising Bluey's twin. The second theory suggests that shortly after birth, one twin was adopted by another family, perhaps due to financial or personal challenges the healers were facing at the time. This would align with the show's nuanced approach to difficult topics and could explore themes of family beyond biological connections. A third, more dramatic theory is that neither Bandit nor Chili knew there was a second puppy. Medical mix-ups at birth are rare, but not unheard of, and this could set up a powerful storyline about identity and family when the truth is finally revealed. Whatever the exact circumstances, the introduction of a secret twin would create fascinating new dynamics for the show to explore. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button, or this twin might frighten you in your dreams. Everything changed when the episode Surprise aired as part of the third series. In this seemingly ordinary episode, Bluey surprises her dad during their play by popping out of a beanbag, which some fans interpret as symbolically representing a surprise birth. Throughout the episode, Bandit keeps getting handed more and more babies during play, perhaps foreshadowing a revelation about family growth, but it's the final moments of surprise that sent shockwaves through the Bluey fan community. The episode ends with a flash forward showing an older Bluey arriving unexpectedly at her parents' house. After Bluey rings the doorbell, the camera pans down to reveal a young blue healer pup waiting outside, giggling mischievously. This 4-second flash of a giggling child ignited countless theories across the Bluey fandom. Who is this mysterious pup with the mischievous laugh? Some fans immediately speculated it must be Bluey's own child, launching passionate debates about whether childhood friend Mackenzie or the French-speaking Jean-Luc from Camping might be the father. Others suggested it could be Bingo's child, pointing to her nurturing nature throughout the series as evidence she'd be the first to start a family. Many believe the simplest explanation was that Bandit and Chili had a third child born long after Bluey and Bingo had grown up, a surprise baby that came when they thought their family was complete. Still, more theories emerged suggesting the pup belonged to one of the cousins, perhaps Muffin or Socks, or was simply a neighbor's child who happened to look remarkably like a young Bluey. But what if there's another explanation that ties everything together? What if this is actually Bluey's twin, who has been living separately but is now being reintegrated into the family? This would explain the pup's striking resemblance to Bluey, as well as the mischievous giggle that echoes Bluey's own playful personality. It would also explain why the pup is waiting outside, rather than already being in the house with the family. The episode title, Surprise, takes on a whole new meaning with this interpretation. Not just Bluey surprising her parents with a visit, but the ultimate surprise of the secret twin finally being revealed to viewers. For real life, this would be a major twist that completely recontextualizes the entire series. If Bluey does indeed have a secret twin, the implications for the show would be enormous. Let's explore the chaos, both dramatic and heartwarming, that this revelation would bring. First, there's the identity crisis. Bluey has always known herself as the big sister, the firstborn. Discovering she has a twin would fundamentally alter her understanding of her place in the family and the world. We've seen Bluey struggle with her identity in episodes like Copycat and Burger Shop. Imagine the emotional depth the show could explore with this much bigger identity question. The introduction of a twin would completely transform the family dynamic we've come to know. Suddenly, every routine, tradition, and game would need to accommodate another person with their own personality, preferences, and history. The healer household, known for its chaotic energy with just 2 children, would reach entirely new levels of beautiful mayhem with the addition of a third pup who shares Bluey's appearance, but likely has different life experiences. This revelation would also create natural opportunities for the show to explore themes of nature versus nurture, sibling rivalry, and the meaning of family beyond biological connections. The twins' arrival would push every character out of their comfort zone, creating rich storytelling possibilities as they navigate this new reality together. The possibilities for storytelling are endless. Imagine the twin having been raised in a completely different environment, perhaps in the countryside instead of Brisbane, or even overseas. This would allow the show to explore nature versus nurture, showing how two genetically identical pups could develop very differently based on their upbringing. The twin might have different interests than Bluey, perhaps less interested in imaginative play and more focused on sports or music. This contrast would create natural conflict, but also opportunities for both characters to grow by learning from each other. There could be episodes focusing on the practical chaos of having two identical blue healers in the house, Bandit and Chili mixing them up, friends being confused about which one is which, and perhaps the twins themselves playing tricks by swapping places. But beyond the laughs, the show could explore deeper themes of belonging and connection. The twin might feel like an outsider in the established healer family dynamic, while Bluey might feel threatened by someone who shares her exact appearance but has a separate history and identity. I know what you're thinking. Hit that subscribe button, or Bluey's twin might play a prank on you next. If Bluey does have a secret twin, this wouldn't just transform the family dynamics. It would open up the entire Bluey universe to exciting new possibilities. First, let's consider the setting. The show primarily takes place in the healer's Brisbane home and the surrounding neighborhood. A twin coming from elsewhere could introduce new locations. Perhaps a rural property if the twin was raised on a farm, or even an international setting if the twin has been living overseas. The twins' arrival could also introduce new characters, the family or individuals who have been raising them. This would expand the already rich cast of supporting characters and create fresh interactions for our favorite characters. From a storytelling perspective, a twin would allow the creators to explore parallel narratives. Episodes could follow both Bluey and her twin simultaneously, showing how they handle similar situations differently based on their unique personalities and upbringing. This could provide valuable lessons about how there's more than one way to approach problems. The twin concept could even set up a potential spin-off series focusing on the twins' life before reuniting with the healer family. Imagine Bluey's twin, the early years, exploring an entirely different childhood running parallel to the one we've been watching. For the show's creators, a twin would provide fresh creative opportunities after 3 successful series. As children's shows continue for multiple seasons, they often need to introduce new elements to keep the storytelling dynamic. A twin character would be a natural evolution that maintains the show's core family focus while introducing something dramatically new. One of the reasons Bluey resonates so deeply with families is how authentically it portrays real-life experiences. A secret twin storyline, while dramatic, could actually connect with many viewers in meaningful ways. Today's families come in all shapes and configurations. Blended families, adoption, fostering, separation, and reunion are realities for many children. By introducing a twin who has been living separately, Bluey could help children process complex family situations in its characteristically gentle, thoughtful way. Children with separated parents or siblings living in different households might see their experiences reflected. Kids who are adopted or who have welcomed adopted siblings could connect with themes of family expansion beyond biological beginnings. The show has never shied away from emotional depth, from Chili's apparent pregnancy loss to the poignant The Show episode showing how people come in and out of our lives. A twin storyline would be a natural extension of this emotional maturity, tackling complex feelings of belonging, identity, and family bonds. Even the feeling of meeting someone who looks just like you has real-world parallels. In our age of ancestry tests and social media, stories of separated twins or siblings discovering each other later in life have become increasingly common. The show could capture the wonder and complexity of these modern family reunions. The Bluey fandom has already demonstrated its passion for analyzing the show's details and developing theories. The introduction of a secret twin would send this community into overdrive. Online forums are already buzzing with speculation based on the glimpse of the mysterious child in Surprise. Some fans argue it must be a future child of Bluey, pointing to her question at the beginning of the episode about what it's like to have kids. Others believe it's a younger sibling born years later, noting the house looks too neat to have a young child currently living there. But the twin theory is gaining traction, with fans meticulously rewatching episodes looking for clues, analyzing background characters, studying Bluey's markings for inconsistencies that might suggest two different pups, and debating the significance of mirror imagery throughout the series. The most compelling evidence for many fans comes from the rotating photos seen on the wall in Surprise, which show Bluey's graduation, but no clear images of the mysterious child, suggesting this character has been separate from the family's documented history. What's fascinating about these fan discussions is how respectfully they're conducted, with most acknowledging that multiple interpretations can coexist. As one fan thoughtfully posted, "Whatever thought or feeling or theory resonates with someone and gives them connection and meaning, that's what matters. To me, that's true art." This community response reflects exactly what makes Bluey special. It creates space for multiple layers of meaning, allowing children to enjoy the surface story while adults find deeper resonance. Joe Brum, the creator of Bluey, has been remarkably strategic in how he's developed the show. From the beginning, Bluey has been built on thoughtful, intentional storytelling rather than the chaotic episode-by-episode approach of many children's shows. If the secret twin theory proves correct, it would reveal a level of long-term narrative planning rarely seen in children's animation. The subtle clues spread across multiple seasons would represent a masterclass in gradual story development. It would also fit with Brum's established approach to storytelling. He's never underestimated his audience, consistently trusting children to handle emotional complexity and narrative sophistication. A secret twin revelation would be the ultimate expression of this trust, believing that young viewers can process a significant retcon that transforms their understanding of the show's core relationships. In interviews, Brum has spoken about being inspired by his own family experiences when creating the show. While he hasn't mentioned twins specifically, he has emphasized the importance of authenticity in portraying family dynamics. If the twin storyline connects to personal experiences or those of someone close to the creative team, it will follow the show's tradition of drawing from real life to create its most powerful moments. The Australian production company Ludo Studio has also proven itself willing to take creative risks with Bluey, pushing beyond the limits of typical preschool programming. A secret twin would certainly qualify as their boldest move yet. Whether or not Bluey actually has a secret twin, the fact that this theory has gained such traction speaks to the extraordinary depth and care put into creating this show. Viewers sense that there's more going on beneath the surface, that seemingly minor details might be parts of a larger, carefully constructed narrative. This is why Bluey transcends typical children's entertainment. It rewards close watching, encourages multiple interpretations, and trusts its audience's intelligence regardless of their age. If the secret twin theory proves correct, it would cement Bluey's place not just as a beloved children's show, but as a masterwork of long-form storytelling. It would demonstrate that animation for young audiences doesn't need to be simplistic or episodic, that it can unfold with the complexity and nuance of prestige adult drama. For children watching, a secret twin storyline would provide valuable lessons about family complexity, identity, and the ways we connect with others who are both similar to and different from ourselves. For adult fans, it would validate their investment in a show that respects their intelligence and emotional capacity. So, what do you think? Is there another blue healer pup we haven't properly met yet? Let me know your theories in the comments. And do watch our video about what if Bandit had a secret son, how the family would react.